Right, good morning. I do hope you're all well. I'm looking forward to seeing who is up and about this morning, who's on. Make sure if you are, you say hello. So, as usual, I'm in a morning routine. I've just been to the gym. Um, Hi there. Say hello if you're on. It'd be great to hear from you, genuinely. Just been to the gym. I've come back. I've made some content already. And now I'm doing a live. As most of you know, my real passion in life is to help actors. Sometimes to help people, the information that you put across is just your truth, the truth that you can see that sometimes others can't. And when you know it's the truth and you still have to state it, can sometimes be slightly controversial. It can be against somebody else's worldview, but that sometimes that worldview can be limited in terms of experience. So it's kind of your duties to still say it anyway. Let's have a look. Who is on? Had a lovely wave from oh Gitted or Duholm. Okay, I'll have to work out how to pronounce that. Emmanuel Ali says, "Hey, good morning, Stephen Brailsford," and he says he's just writing a monologue. Let me know if you are on Facebook Actors Worldwide group. If you're not on it, you should be. Let me know if you're on LinkedIn, Twitter. Again, it would be absolutely amazing to hear from you. So, the content this morning is all about a battle which has taken place in this industry for a good number of years now. And that is the need in actors' eyes for feedback after auditions. Okay. And like I say, it's contentious. It's one of those things that's been kind of battled for ages. There's been hashtags, there's been literally campaigns. But let me be totally transparent with you, okay? Even if, even if every actor wanted it under the sun, the actual logistics of a casting process, being able to do that physically, like literally having the resources to be able to give every single actor self tape, Zoom audition, in person audition, the logistics of being able to do that and the resources that would be needed to be able to do that, it would be just impossible to do. So the best thing that we can do as actors is just get over that. It's never going to happen. And you know what? It shouldn't happen because, again, it's also subjective. And even though actors really are really keen to improve, you've got to remember that self tapes, auditions, if you really want feedback as an actor, you're thinking about it the wrong way. Okay? So, why shouldn't you want feedback? There's a few reasons. Okay? One of them is that makes a lot of sense, actually. Thank you. Thank you so much. One of the reasons why you shouldn't actually need feedback is because feedback is subjective. So one director might love that tape and one might not. So what do you want? The one that might not telling you, look, it's bad because of this, this, and this. You taking that as the absolute truth, not subjectivity, but truth, and then you getting on a downward spiral based on subjectivity. You don't need it. You've got to be confident in the art that you're putting out, in your ability to churn it out. You've got to be confident. You don't need that. Okay. You don't need it at all. Subjectivity. It's at the end of the day, we like things, we don't like things. We all have that choice. And even when you send off a tape, they have that choice to either like it or not. Like what you did, not like what you did. You might not fit the role. All right. You as an actor should not need that kind of stroke of your ego. Okay. You shouldn't need that particular, um, that kind of comfort. Now, this is the best advice I ever give to actors. If you work out these figures, work out how many self tapes you feel that you should be churning out before you manage to get a in-person audition. You'd probably put a figure like 6 to 8. You'd expect to do about 6 to 8 self-tape auditions before you would get an in-person audition to the final stages of an audition. So, as an actor, you should just become a self tape machine. You should have your background set up, everything set up, bang, 1, 2, 3, and you should just be ticking them off. You shouldn't be thinking about them. You should just be 1, 2, 3, and you should just be ticking them off, sending them off, making sure that you do a damn good job, making sure you do something with it, but literally next, on to the next, and forgetting about them because that's your job. And when you're a professional actor, you have to act as if. Do you think? Oh, do you think the top? Do you think the top actors, the ones that you're aspiring to be, do you think that they ask for feedback because they're unconfident in what they're churning out? Not at all. They're confident in their ability. They send off a self tape. They understand that it's subjective. They understand 100% that they might not be the right fit. They might not. And with that understanding and that confidence, they're able to just move on to the next self tape. What do you think you look like as an actor when you kind of go to a casting department? Oh, could I have a bit of feedback, please? Do you think that they respect you more, or do you feel like there's a little sense of actual unconfidence um, about what you're doing? I think that there's a sense of like, right, that person's quite unconfident. They need a bit of reassurance. They need this, they need that. And actually, it's counterproductive, this idea of you needing feedback, desperately kind of going into that world of please give me feedback. Let me know what it was. Let me know. Okay. It kind of reeks of desperation as well. It reeks of a kind of real self unconfidence, and unconfidence in yourself. A top actor that you should already be acting as if you are. All right, that's a psychology trick. You should be already acting as if you are a top actor. So you will be so confident in your ability, you will not be reaching out to casting departments desperately asking for feedback because you understand 100% that one, the casting departments don't have the resources to give feedback to each and every single actor because you're aware, you know this industry, you're confident, you are a good actor, you know the industry, you know that these casting departments do not have the resources to do that. And you certainly wouldn't be that actor that would ask. Secondly, you are so confident in your ability and you are so confident, which is what you need to portray, to add value. You are so confident that you totally understand that it's subjective and that you might not fit the role physically. You know you can act. So what's the point? All right. You need to genuinely have this confidence in yourself. Every single time you kind of ask for a little bit of feedback, you kind of lower your value slightly as well. Your value, one of the major things, is your confidence in your ability and the way that you operate in this industry and the trust that you get from the people who you communicate with regularly. Do you think that you would trust an actor more if they sent an email saying, "Oh, could I have a bit of feedback, please? Please, feedback. I need you to let me know why you didn't choose me." Or do you think you would have more trust in an actor that's literally right? Don't I get it? Subjective. bang, I'm churning out good self-tapes, I'm confident in my ability, on to the next. Which would you trust more? Absolutely. Okay. So those are the reasons why you physically why you don't get feedback. And secondly, why you should not want it whatsoever. Thank you so much for your comments, guys. Love the feedbacks. Munya says that makes a lot of sense, actually. Um, Jakey boy, scene of the week from last night's class. Good advice as always, Matt. Thanks, Jake. Really appreciate that. Emmanuel says it makes sense. Yes, Emmanuel. Okay. I think, Emmanuel, you will definitely be at that stage where you feel confident enough to just get those self tapes out. And I know that you do. You do an awful lot of self tapes. Toby says, hi, how are you doing, Toby Ross? And Santosh, hey, hi, Matt, and nice to see you back again. Thank you so much, guys. Much love. Few things to tell you about. I have a webinar starting on the 30th for 2 weeks. It was 400 quid. It's now 140. It was 149 quid. It's now 79 quid. Why? Because it's to celebrate us winning another amazing award in the creative arts and best creative arts in England's business awards. So that is all to do with how to get acting work. It's abundant, it's everywhere, and how to turn your career into a full-time job. Turn acting into a full-time job. It's possible. There's even people on this call that have done it. There's people on Zoom, there's people on Instagram, Facebook who I can see are commenting that have already done it through the work that we've done. So £79. I've put the link in the description. Sign up now. Places are incredibly limited. Okay. So right. Thank you for the great advice from Gitted Duholm or Gita Duholm. Okay. I've really had to. I'm so sorry about the pronunciation, but thank you so much for commenting. Also, free trial classes. That's in our online Zoom, wherever you are in the world. Just DM me. I will get you a free acting class. We've got free acting classes opening in London. Make sure that you go onto the website mzacting.com and you apply to be on the waiting list, because that is opening very, very soon. You will not even believe how quickly the waiting list for London classes has blown up. Right, that brings me to the end. Much love, everyone. Have an amazing day. Make the